Hey, hi, assalamu alaikum. Bismillah. Yeah, I apologize for the video before this one. I made a little error and the video went off. So now I'm just gonna have to, continue with this second part of the commentary, like I said in the first one. Um, just to speak again about where we left off at was about the Prophet, as we know in Islam, Yusuf, and he's well known as Joseph in biblical terms, even in the Torah or Torat, as they say. He went through a lot of struggles. He was taken from his parents, put into captivity, and and in as being a slave, and then becoming a slave in Egypt, uh, under a high level person in position that had some control, like today. And he had to work for them, and then even through them he was put into captivity in the worst extent, which is called jail, prison imprisonment. So and he struggled a lot with, the main thing is trying to be patient and keep his faith. And this is the main points of what I'm trying to do here, and my inspiration that I had for my poem, and that will probably continue on with what I'm going to be trying to do if I can be consistent. And I will try my best, because life is life and you have to live it, and you have responsibilities. Excuse me. And you have to return, of course, from what doing things like this to your responsibilities. So of course that excuse me, that can keep you from being consistent in doing these types of works and things that are to benefit people as well as yourself. And but to get back to the point, this will be the ongoing direction that I'll be doing and taking, is to help to benefit the people in knowing about being strong in their faith. Being strong in their faith when it comes to just having faith in one being, and that one being has power over everything, and there's nothing here that can really do anything to us without that being's permission. As I mentioned about Yusuf, Yusuf had all the struggles he had, but it was by the permission of Allah. It was by Allah, the Creator, God only. There was no other being that had any intervention into pr- protecting him, because his parents couldn't protect him. His brothers, they threw him, they literally like threw him in the well and got rid of him. He ended up in the hands of these desert people. They called Bedouins. I don't know if they were Arabs at that time or what have you, but they captured him and then took him and put him into slavery, and they wasn't protecting him because they enslaved him. Then he got in the hands of the Egyptian general. Um, not going to get into the names and terms, and his wife, and they used him and worked and had him to work as a slave, not knowing that he was free before and he has a family and everything. But they didn't care, because to them he was a slave. And there's times, and as well as today and other times throughout mankind, they've been known to take away human beings' rights and enslave them. But it's done only by the will of the Creator, and it's a test for human beings. And the human beings also, it can be punishment, but not to say for Yusuf or for Joseph, but for other human beings, that these things can be these things. And some would say, well, why would God even punish a human being? What kind of merciful God is that? You don't understand His mercy. His mercy is for those mainly who believe in Him and worship Him, and adhere to His will, and to what He wants from them, and what He placed us on this earth to do. But as far as those who want to disobey and they want to do things that are harmful to themselves as well as harmful to others, and they even take away people's rights when they do wrong to others, then how could these human beings expect, to have protection? So, you know, This is what we don't want. We want. Sorry, the picture went out. I think we don't want people thinking that it's okay to do bad and whatever, and then you're gonna be protected or you're gonna go to heaven or like this. So in Islam, of course, this is clear, but in our daily life, we have to know that we are protected for our actions that we do, of course, according to actions. So if we live a good life and we try to be righteous, we try to believe in the Creator, we try to do what's right to other human beings besides ourselves, and even animals. Even animals have rights over us. And you see the animal rights, and these people sometimes they go extreme with doing it. They spend more time focused on animal rights than they spend time focused on human rights. There's a balance to everything in life. Human beings have to be balanced. We can't be extreme on either end. In religion, you can't be extreme in religion. You have to have balance. You understand? And Islam is known for having this balance. But of course, you have even extremists, as they claim and they put in the media all the time, a whole lot. Uh, uh, um, Terrorism, 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 or Islamic fundamentalism, Islamic extremists, and they always put Islam with it instead of saying these are Muslims or these are whatever nationality of people who are doing it, and they happen to be Muslim and they perform these acts. No, they have to put Islam because they want to demonize or give the bad image to the religion, because Islam is a belief that it doesn't condone a lot of things that people who are in control, especially in the media, who is pretty much anti-Islamic, because who is controlling it is the ones who promote and put this out there. But it's okay, because Allah, as He's shown, He can't stop your Creator. He can't stop the one who created everything in the universe. You can only do but so much on this earth. We worry about a solar flare that's going to come down and just can destroy this planet, just like that. Um, or a huge meteor that comes down and crashes into Earth, turns the whole atmosphere and Earth and its existence as it was to a whole nother type of existence, to where human beings and other animals and creatures that are living organisms cannot exist on the earth because of what would happen. Scientists are studying and doing this and trying to predict. But, you know, ultimately, the one who created us, whether you believe it or not, is going to give us the truth. It's going to come. And signs have been showing, and on and on and on and on. And those of you who follow religion, if you have a sensibility in your heart, let's stop with all this mind and intellect. The intellect in Islam, as we know, it begins in the heart. It begins in the heart. That's where the heart, the real core of your intellect, what you truly believe in, starts. And your mind is the calculating computer of what you feel. So, when they both work together, it works better. But when one is trying to work against each other, or one wants to overcome the other, so use in the sensibility of what you can feel as well as what you think. That things are going the way that the prophets have revealed, the people of monotheism have revealed. We're getting close to that time, so I'm just going to be here for you, inshallah, and for myself, my family, everyone, to try to continue to speak on these issues and keep them in my poems or whatever I'm doing, even in my work, even in my business, to try to promote some positive upliftment and beneficial things instead of all this negative that we hear. And I hope that you will, gracefully be accepting to it. And if not, it's okay. That's your choice, because that's what Allah gave us, to choice to choose from what we want and from right and wrong. So, but to say to end all, I appreciate you and thank you for listening, and I hope you continue to listen and enjoy the videos I do as well as the ones I've done, and that they're beneficial to you. Thank you, and you have a good one. Assalamu alaikum. Peace be on you.